Hello everyone, and welcome to this unboxing video for Sentinels in the Multiverse OblivAeon Kickstarter extras. So, in this video, I will be going over all the extras, basically stretch goals, that came from the Kickstarter. This includes also a variant card pack that I bought, and, well, sort of 3 heroes, but actually 6. And all the promo cards, just for this expansion, which were not included in this, I believe. So, let's get started with the new heroes. I will save the promos for later. First off, we've got Stuntman. Stuntman appears to be a difficulty 2. I will not be doing component overview, general component overview videos for these, as I'm just going to tell you what's in them right now. Specifically, this is 40 hero cards, a character card, and a divider. General divider, and pack for hero cards. Uses the standard, like all the other standalone packs. Either uses the expansion close to it or the original card backs in terms of heroes, because they get their own unique. They get card backs that match the expansion instead of their own unique, like environments and villains. Opening these is always a pain because they don't have the little pull string and then or pull tab thing, and those don't always work. I'm gonna grab a stabby thing. Stabby. There we go. Yay, stabbing. Alright, here's hoping these aren't their normal card stock that cuts. So, here is Stuntman. Here's his back, which, you know, it's usually a defeated or screwed up situation. So he looks like he's got a bunch of generic kind of skills from being a stuntman. Hidden Mine, in Midis Res, Lance Flames, or Flamas. Moving target, no time to bleed, as he's literally full of arrows. So I have no idea how these guys work. If I get around to a detailed overview, which I want to, I will first be understanding how the deck works to be able to give a general statement. And also know how these cards fit in better. But I got a lot of stuff to go through here, so I don't want to take forever. And yes, for these, I do plan to do detailed overviews. And as for everything else that came with the Kickstarter, and potentially, eventually, the entire game, because I have everything for Sentinels in the Multiverse. So next up, we have Benchmark. I don't know if he's supposed to be like some super suit kind of guy. They already have an equivalency of Iron Man in the character of Bunker, who kind of is a cross between Iron Man and War Machine. Because, again, as I say with this game, a lot of these are very unoriginal ideas. In fact, there's times where they're just completely mocking superhero tropes and comic tropes, because this game really does care more about its comedy than its seriousness, although there are some cards that are very just like, oh shit, that was dark and or deep. Alright, so, here we are. Also, I've noticed that a lot of the heroes from this expansion and the packs from these guys, I think that's supposed to be OblivAeon as an arch nemesis. Oh, and this guy is a difficulty 3 to play. I don't remember what difficulty the heroes go up to. Ally Matrix, just showing off a couple of these real quick. Again, when I get to a detail, there'll be more show off. Flash Insulation Drive. Installation. Flyby uses the same picture as his divider. I thought it was his main card for a second. What is the back of his main card? I'm really confused what's going on here. It looks like he's trying to kill Setback while yelling at Parse. Intel Analyzer. Intervening Path Calculation. Noticing that this card is a software. So he has software and hardware by the looks of it. Hardware appears to be equipment, while software appears to be ongoing. I can cover the rules for this game at some point if people would like me to. It's a really nice game. If you like superhero tropes, I really recommend taking a look at it, or at least the video game, which plays almost exactly the same. Basically, if you want to play on your own or online, go with the video game. If you want to play with friends in person, go with the card game. Or if you want to save money, go with the video game still. Because this stacks up. There are 7 expansions now to this game, not counting that almost every expansion has a set of standalone expansions of like stuff like this, like 3 sets of these. Usually 1 hero, 1 villain, and 1 environment. I think the previous expansion had, before OblivAeon, had just, I believe, a villain and an environment, which fit with the expansion because there was no heroes in that expansion. Also, I have done a review on this if people want to go back and look at that. Not the point. So, this is the Void Guards. This is a hero team mini expansion. So, the Sentinels was the hero team deck. It was a deck of cards that went with 4 hero cards that you played together as one deck. This is them with some time or another dimension version as individual decks, with Dr. Medico as a difficulty 3, Mainstay as a difficulty 2, the Idealist as a difficulty 3, and Writhe as a difficulty 2. There aren't many difficulty 1 heroes. Oh, I did forget to say, there are also 40 cards, a character card, and a divider in Benchmark. This one doesn't say, but it's pretty easy to assume that it's 40, 40, 40, 40. Regardless. So these are intended to play as 4 different characters, 4 different dividers. So there are some special rules with them. I'm not going to read them off here, but do keep in mind if you get this, on the other side of this, there are some special rules. I'm guessing it's if you're interacting with somebody else playing the Sentinels deck, which is the deck that originally these guys were. It wasn't made very clear that these were each separate heroes. It was one of the... Oh, okay. The card numbers on the front. I'll get to that in a second. It was just, is this an alternate deck or a promo? And then there was a promo of these, or was it of the Sentinels? I don't remember. So it really wasn't too clear, because they do have different costumes, except I think, no, even Dr. Medico does, but his is very similar. So is Mainstays, but the other two have very different costumes from their original versions. And they are all labeled as Void Guards, such and such. But before I get onto these, it is a total of 164 cards. So it is 40, 40, 40, counting each of their own cards. I don't know if all the heroes are all 40, and I know that the villains have the tendency to be screwy, but like Doctor's Orders, Experimental Medicine. Sorry that it's a little blurry. Yeah, I'm just going to read some of these. Flare Up, From the Brink, Healing Pulse. These guys do have a different back. They don't have the standard standalone expansion backs. Positive Prognosis. The Sentinels deck was really interesting, but had a problem with the fact that AoE would tear them apart, because they were still 4 different characters. So, there's some stuff from Dr. Medico. Then we have Mainstay, who's basically just a hulking mass with a chain for a weapon, and in this case looks like he's got a glowing rock attached to it. Bad to the bone. So it looks like they have a back that's for the 4 of them this time, which is different from everything else that I remember. Drop the Hammer, literally breaks the chain into a guy's face. Durasteel Studded Vest. So yeah, he's a biker is the other thing. Headlock with the Greaser. Oh, I hate that character so much. Like, I don't hate him thematically, he's just... So the Greaser is a villain with from Villains of the Multiverse. So he fits in with the Vengeance-style villain team villains. And gets his own small deck, just like however many others you end up playing with, which is equal to the number of heroes you want to play. And he picks somebody based on the starting health, and just kind of rails on that person. Goes away if that person is defeated, but he's also one of the hardest ones to beat. So it's either you let that person die and hope that they can help you on the way, or you beat that guy down quick. So, again, more cards. Preemptive Payback. Just literally back-fisting a guy. Looks like a Baron Blade minion. School of Hard Knocks. Sharpened Strength. Or Shard Strength. I'm guessing it has something to do with the rock, because he's grabbing the rock. His arm's glowing as he's grabbing it. In fact, his entire side is. Sweet Rhonda. Motorcycle. And again, I would read the quotes more often and such, but I don't really want to do that here. I'm not even going to read all of them in a full overview. Then we've got the Idealist, a character that's basically, she thinks it's made. She's basically a Green Lantern, except she is the Lantern. So she's Jade. Oh, I love that. Board now! Giving their equivalency of Mr. Mixoplex a Psychic TNT. Alright, giant floating head. It's a freaking cat with laser beams. Freaking laser beams! Hedgehogs. It's adorable. She's also the youngest of the group by far. making things up. She's clearly watching what looks like an equivalency of Power Rangers. Might actually be Power Rangers. All right, and the last of these 3 packs, and then we've got the promos, which I'm going to go through pretty quickly, so I hope. We've got Monster of Id. It says concept. Some of these are just screwy. Like, I'm not even bothering to list them off level of screwy. And then we've got Writhe. These are the same exact 4 characters that played together. So Writhe is a living shadow entity, like something went wrong. It's explained in the expansion that they're introduced in, and he just ended up surviving as a living shadow thing. He looks extremely different because instead of having like the awkward coat kind of crap that he had before, and it really wasn't awkward, it was cliche, that's what I wanted to use, not awkward. He's got actual armor and stuff this time, like more substance. It looks like he's got more solidity and substance to his body. So next up, we've got the promo hero pack. I could swear I bought the villain pack, apparently not, because the villain ones are a little bit harder to get a hold of. Oh, and it comes with a divider for variants. I hope the all-in-one box comes with a different divider, else I'm going to just have to use that, because that came with really nice dividers. So, I also got these all in foil, but now I have non-foil versions, meaning I'm going to hesitate less to use these. So, these are, at first glance, yeah, these are exactly the same as the foil versions, except without the foil versions of their original versions included. So I'm not even going to go through these. I'm just going to look to the back long enough to see if these are included. They are, but as you can see immediately, they are different artworks, which I appreciate. It means people can just grab whatever art they want. I like having multiple different art options, not that they can double up and play different decks, because you just can't. Like, I still only have one of each deck. And then on to the new promos, which I'll say more about. So we've got one for Luminary, Stuntman, I'm still never pronouncing that name right, Benchmark, ooh, new one for Captain Cosmic, Writhe, Harpy, Dr. Medico, Skyscraper. Okay, and it gets into a lot of different things. So yes, this does include all of the, that did include all of these. And by the looks of it, these were included in the foil version, I think, because I'm noticing the Freedom 5 was in here, and that was also in the foil version, which means, oh look, they tripled up. But again, the different artwork is appreciated. I'm going to take a quick look again to see if the back is different. So here's the back on the all-in-one, and here's the back on this one, on the promos just for the stretch goals. This was an actual separate pack. The one I just opened up was stretch goals, and the front one got a little scratched up too. Don't know if you can see it, but whatever. At least it's not like, oh god, I can't get these replaced. FYI, this company makes it real easy to replace their cards. Regardless, I'm going to leave it at that because, whoo, I've been going a long time. And also, that's everything. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to press the like button. If you think somebody else will enjoy this, please share this video. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and press the dislike button. I won't mind, but please leave a constructive comment as to why. If you want to comment in general, feel free to, such as you want to know more about the game, or you just want to ask things in general, like what my idea of comic books are. And if you want to see more like this, be it my board game overview video, my unboxing videos like these, or anything else that I do on this channel, feel free to subscribe. Regardless, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye!